My name is Reverend Nikki Golden. I serve with Reverend Mindy Tucker as a co-minister, and we have Reverend Lily Wong as our assistant minister. We have you as the amazing people that are part of this spiritual community. Jay is on piano. Zach is singing. Larry Weber is board member of the day. It's just an amazing day already because the buzz and the vibrancy of walking into this room and having this beautiful energy in here. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yes. Yes, I can feel it too. It's just coming in waves. It's so beautiful. We are a spiritual community that practices spiritual philosophy that leads us forward in our life, that calls us to be the absolute best that we can be, that honors all of the parts of us and sees all of the parts of ourselves as whole, even when we don't. Do you ever have that experience of not seeing yourself as whole? Well, even when we do not see ourselves as whole, that wholeness is present in our life. And our spiritual philosophy can help to bring it forth and to bring it out. So we invite you into a spoken word prayer today that begins with, I am divine. I am divine. I am love. I am love. I am created in the image and likeness of God. I radiate love. I live in joy. I am a powerful expression of God. And I love myself deeply. And if there is any one of those that you feel like doesn't quite fit, keep saying it, because we say affirmations not to make them true, but to condition our consciousness because they are true. And sometimes that feeling of not being whole is permeating our life. And so when we condition our consciousness, we begin to sometimes slowly, sometimes quickly live into that truth that affirmation is saying. So if there's any one of those, bring it forth for yourself. Write it on your mirror in that kind of erasable ink. Do whatever you need to do because it is true of you. And I celebrate that truth for each of you as well as for myself. We're going to sing. First, we're going to do some announcements. Then we're going to sing. So get ready for some singing.
Well, we have the Enneagram class coming up this summer. I believe it begins the end of August. And Julie Treglone, our YFM director, will be leading that for the next... Starts this Tuesday. Oh, in the classroom. Thank you, Julie.
Mm-hmm. We have Gong on Wednesday night. It's this wonderful celebration of healing energy. It's a time of being able to relax in the vibration of sound. It is at 7 o'clock on Wednesday.
And we have our anniversary celebration, 60 years of Unity of Mesa. And So if you are interested in being a part of the committee, please go ahead and see Sherry or go ahead and email her at admin@unityofmesa.org.
Mm-hmm. Jennifer Magnano is heading that up, and she will be an amazing and magnificent organizer, and it'll be a lot of fun to be on that committee. We have Java Time with the ministers on October 16th. It will be at the Barnes & Noble down in Dana Park. Reverend Mindy and I will be there, maybe Reverend Lily, we don't really know yet. But I do know that Reverend Mindy and I will be there, and you can speak for yourself.
Let's see, Friday? Yep, I'll be there.
It's a lot of fun. We had a great time the first time we did it. We got somebody asking us, please do it again, so we're doing it again. I ask you, come, bring questions, bring thoughts, bring ideas, just bring your heart, because that is perfect and enough. So that'd be a lot of fun. I'm going to invite you to stand as you're able. We are going to sing, I'm Choosing Heaven Today. I'm choosing
choosing heaven today. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today.
Oh, you guys sound wonderful. It's birthday Sunday. So what that means for us is if you have a birthday in the month of August, I invite you to please stand up.
I have a birthday. Carrie has a birthday.
Here's a birthday girl, Ian,
Birthday people. in
Audrey,
August.
Carrie. Yeah, I want you to look around and I want you to notice who this is. And so after the service, when you are in hospitality, I invite you to bless them. And it can be easy as I bless you with love, because sometimes we get a little nervous about this. We're going to bless them as a congregation. Okay.
Okay, so Brent's birthday too, Carrie
We have-
and Brent.
An invisible person's birthday, but we probably have a few more. So anybody whose birthday that's not present, we go ahead and we bless them. Let's bless them as a community right now, and then after the service, I invite you to bless them individually. Together? Happy birthday to you. There's no one like you. Uniquely created. I love knowing you. I bless you with life and abundance galore. God bless you, my loved ones, and have many more. Julie will share that with you.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah, there we are. Hello, everyone, both here in our beautiful room. I'm being joined by Tegan because she's going to lead us in an affirmation. And hello to everyone online too, and a special welcome to our young people and their families for this school year blessing Sunday. So Tegan is going to lead us in our affirmation for today.
I am alive in God's beautiful and orderly universe. Please say it with me. I am alive in God's beautiful and orderly universe.
Thanks, Tegan. Stay with me, and I'll have you come and stand on this side. Oh, the chimes, please. Yeah, thank you. There we go. Thank you. And could I also have Cole Van Roy come up and join Tegan here? You can come in a little bit so you're not too far off to the side. Come in a bit closer. You can stand on this side, Cole, next to Tegan. And any other uni teens here? Reese, could you come on up? And Xander and Anna. I think that's all our uni teens and YOU. And uni kids, we're going to do something for you in a minute, so don't worry. And guys, could you come and stand on this side for me? Oh, hi, Riker. You're welcome. Okay, so this is part of our, what we call fly up, meaning we have some of our young people, in Tegan's case, she is going from uni kids, where you've been for what, the last 2-3 years or so? Yep. So she's moved from uni kids up to uni teens. And Cole is our uni teen who is now officially our YOU. And just so you know, YOU stands for Youth of Unity. We say YOU for short. So we're so excited for this milestone in their lives. So what I want to do first of all is to give Tegan her certificate and to say, well done and welcome to Uni Teens. And what I'd like you to do she was so itching to fly up, but now it's official. So Tegan, if you wouldn't mind going ahead, and guys, if you could just let her go through the chime, she gets to do it again to signify her journey to join you. Welcome, yay. And you can stay over there with them, sorry. Yay, the big kids. And Tegan, I wanted to tell you, I was trying to think of some words because I've loved having you and I still love having you in our group. I love having all of you and getting to know your unique selves. And I've just seen you blossom. I hope you felt that too, like a flower opening up. And I've always loved your love and your friendliness and your kindness. So thank you. They're beautiful qualities. Keep it up. And for Cole, oh my gosh, when he started, I think he was this high. Now he's like, yeah. Anyway, you can see what happened. Yay, Cole. So Cole, before you go and ring the chimes and then join your group, I'd just like to say a few words about you and how I've seen that you have overcome some pretty important things in your life and how now in class, he's the one to speak up. He's the one to say yes if he's asked to do a reading or a prayer, and especially we saw this at summer camp. And those are really significant things as we're developing our future leaders in unity. So thank you, Cole, for showing us the way there. Well done. You can do the chimes. Yay. What a great group. And to any of our teens who are watching online, you're a part of this. We love you, and whenever you get here, we celebrate that you're here and a part of our group, wherever you may be. So stay here. We're now going to ask the young people, the uni kids who are in the seats here, just to stand right where you are. Or shall we have you come up here? Yeah, let's have you come up here. We've got room. You can stand in front of the teens. Haven? It's okay, just stand with the group. There we go, we've got everybody. All right, so I'm going to say a blessing for the school year. So who's gone back to school so far? Yep. Any homeschoolers here? I know we have some who might be online. This is for all of you. So wherever you are in your school journey, I know you guys are just beginning a new school year. Homeschoolers may be continuing on as they follow a different schedule. But here's the blessing that I would like for you, and congregation, please join with me in prayer too. So young people, as you go through your school year, may you always have clear minds so that you can understand, so that you can comprehend, and above all, so that you can apply that and create wonderful things in your lives. And may you always have open hearts to new ideas, new challenges, new ways of being, and new friendships, as well as old friendships. And may you always have health and strength so that you can get up and enjoy every school day. And we also see you as you go through your school year as drawing closer to knowing more about who you are and knowing your life purpose, because you know what? You're going to be doing great things. You already are. And this year's going to help you on that path. And we also see you as being filled with the light of Christ, right from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, radiating outwards at all times. And that light will guide you, will lead you, will show you what you need to do next. And so we just want to say we bless you, and we know that there are great things in store for you. And also, when challenges come along, may you remember your divine power of understanding and of wisdom. It's all in you. So we say that blessing on you now. Let it sink deep in and let it come out as you need it. We trust that. We say this in faith. And so it is, and we let it be. Before we go ahead, I just want to make a quick announcement, and then we're going to bless our children before they go out to class. On Friday, August 23rd, we're going to have a games night for all ages, right? K through 12, over in the annex, with snacks, of course. And we also are inviting the parents to stay, and Marianne has agreed to lead the adults in a discussion, informal discussion, but to guide us along on family rituals. They're super important. So, and there'll be coffee. We're calling it a parent cafe. So come along and enjoy that, and have some time to yourselves while the kids are having some fun too. So let's go ahead and bless our children as a congregation. Children, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are.
You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. Light of the world.
I'll have a little announcement before I read the poem. If you have a white Toyota SUV that's CJF 4917, your alarm is going off and has been going off for a little bit. If you want to go and shut it off, you're very welcome to do so. It's a little alarming to hear the alarm. I thought it was a building alarm. And so I went back there, but it's a car alarm, which is important to you and important to us also. If we really look, there are angels all around us. No need for television halo effects or bright wings or lights that light up. Such angels appear in the most unlikely places. They're sometimes in quiet and unassuming places that we often overlook. It might be a janitor, a waitress, even our own family. They work in the expanding universe of smiles and optimism. Wherever they are found, they claim the full measure of each day, not living in the future, not living in the past. They grow and offer the roses of our life to us. And when those of us who think we are not angels rush in, glasses askew, patience frayed, complaints spewing forth, we find such people as a bridge over those troubled waters. We are grateful, I am grateful, for the angels among us.
You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, become the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well their father's hell them on your dreams. The one they picks will surely go by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, they would cry. So just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. And you of tender years can't know the fears that your elders grew by. So please help them with their youth. They seek the truth before they can die. And so please teach your parents well. Their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams. The one they picks will slowly go by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you would cry. So just look at them and sigh, and know they love you.
My brother and I share the same quirky sense of humor. He and I used to go to the drugstore, which is today's equivalent of the CVS. So we used to go to the drugstore, and at the drugstore, we'd stand in the card section, the greeting card section, and we would read funny cards. And when we found one, we were like, oh, we'd be laughing, 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 and laughing, 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 and read this, and read this, and read this. And sometimes we would find this gem, and we would take it, not the card, but we would take the whole idea home to share with our parents. You know how when you start laughing because you think something is so funny, and you're laughing so hard that you can't even talk, and the other person is like, uh-huh. So we found this card. I remember it to this day. On the outside, there's this caricature of a man standing at the front door of his house, and he has this cat in his arms, and he says, I put the cat out again this week. And on the inside, there's this image, something like this. It was the third time it caught fire this week. I'm telling you, it's like, it brings so much joy to myself and my consciousness to remember this funny little greeting card. My dad also had a sense of humor, and his idea of a really good joke was if it poked fun at people from Oklahoma, because that's where he was born, and so this was one of his funniest things. And I don't know if in the back row you can see the very top, or even if you're online, if you can see the very top, but it says, if you speak Okie, you can read this. MR ducks. MR not. MR2. Sam Wangs. LIB. MR ducks. I'm telling you, it's like, oh. So, you know, in certain generations, we're like, okay, OSAR. If you read text, then it was probably no big deal. But anyway, all of that to say that the focus of today's lesson, the inspiration for today's lesson really comes from our youth and our youth and family ministry and those kids that have flown up from the ritual of flying up from one level to the next. Because when you fly up, you require wings. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, moving right along. It's supportive and helpful, just as the song Teach Your Children invites us to have a code that we can live by. And very often in our Christian-based tradition or our Judeo-Christian heritage, we look to scripture in the book of Proverbs from the Bible. And the book of Proverbs is actually a collection of wisdom that comes from Egyptian, Greek, and Hebrew philosophies. So it's old. Some of it's really old, like 3,500 years. Yes, okay, that number, I got it right. It's old. Now, some of it is circumstantial or situational, and there's a few that don't apply to us today, and I'm not here to challenge those proverbs. What I really am here today is to invite us into this proverb. Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. This is a proverb that my former husband and I really took to heart when we decided to send our children to preschool. We sent them to the preschool that was in the Unity community that I grew up in and I was still a part of. That preschool had curriculum based on Unity principles. And then from there, they got their spiritual education on Sunday from Unikids, from Uniteens, and they went all the way through YOU. And I'm really amazed to see the magnificence of the wings that my children have. It's the same kind of magnificence that we as a spiritual community and we as parents are supporting and nourishing and nurturing for our children here at Unity of Mesa. And I invite you to take your hand and pat yourself on the back, because we all are responsible for being a part of their evolution, of being a part of their development. Whether we're a parent of a child or we're the spiritual parent in this community, we all have a role to play in watching their wings unfurl. So, what am I going to talk about next? Let me cheat. Oh, yes. Okay. So Graham Nash. Graham Nash, when he wrote this song, Teach Your Children, he was worried about it. He felt very self-conscious. He recognized it as a very personal piece. He had struggled with his relationship with his father, and so he wrote this song, and he took it to the band, and Stephen Stills said, oh, if we make it a country beat, then maybe it'll sell. But he was still angsting over whether or not he should promote it to be on the next album. He went to an art gallery and saw an art exhibit that absolutely changed his thinking about his uncertainty. For in this art gallery, there were two photographs that were placed side by side. And he said, how is it in the mind of an art gallery director or even a songwriter that two objects can come together and really help you understand that, yeah, you're in the right place at the right time right now. So on your right is Dion Arbus' photograph. It's a photo that she entitled Child with Toy Hand Grenade, or Boy with a Toy Hand Grenade in Central Park. And then, yeah, wow. And then on your left is a portrait by Arnold Newman of a German industrialist named Alfred Krupp. Now, each of these photos has quite the story behind it, but what struck Nash was seeing them together in 1970. As in America, we were embroiled in the Vietnam War, where we were receiving images in the media, from the media, about how our soldiers over there were fighting not only men, but women and children, and how disturbing that was to us. Alfred Krupp was a manufacturer of armaments, and when his factories manufactured the armaments that were used in World War II, he used slave labor from the camps. So having these two pictures right next to each other, Graham Nash came away saying, these two images together made me realize that if we didn't teach our children a better way of dealing with our fellow human beings, we were, and I'm not going to say that word from the platform, but I invite you to put in whatever word fits your sensibilities. If we don't face where we are. He went on to say, when I saw how this gallery owner had placed these two images together, it made me realize I was on the right track. I had written something so personal that every single person on the planet can relate to it. How powerful is that? One of the things I really appreciate about the song, Teach Your Children, is that it begins from the basis of that proverb, yes, teach your children, but in the song itself, it turns around and it talks about us teaching our parents. In listening to the song over and over again this week, it was really coming home to me that the responsibility goes both ways. And on Facebook, one of my colleague friends in Orlando, Florida, posted a dialogue that she had with her toddler. She was getting ready to put Nugget, she calls him Nugs, to bed, and he's at that toddlerhood stage of why. So they are always asking, why mama, why mama, why mama? So it begins like this. Did you know I'm learning how to be a mama? Why? Because you're my first chance. Why? You're the first soul to choose me. Well, that's true. Thank you for learning for me, Mama. No, thank you for teaching me. Silly Mama, you're the teacher, not me. Thank you, Mama. Mom, yes, sweet pea, I'm learning how to be a big kid. You are, and you're doing a great job. Thanks, Mama. You too. Isn't that precious? Isn't that precious? So how many of you are familiar with the psychological term inner child? Okay. So what is an inner child? Oh yeah, you're familiar with it. This was a test. No, what is an inner child? Do you want to shout out, or do you want me to give it to you? It's your internal self. Yeah. It's your insecurities. Actually, it's all of those things. So your inner child is that part of you that knows joy and is creative and is excited and is spontaneous, but it's also the part of you, the internal part of you, that remembers fears from childhood. It remembers the traumas, and it remembers the loss, and it remembers feelings of neglect. So it's all of that together. Thich Nhat Hanh says, your inner child and you are not really two separate entities, but it's not one entity either. I like to envision my inner child as like a younger version of me that lives right here. But it's a younger version of me that I have in my consciousness. And so here's one artist's representation of the inner child, because it's the inner child remembers everything from the moment it's conceived. So what do you believe, or what have you found that your inner child likes to hear the most? Yes. 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 And words like this: I love you, I appreciate you, and I am grateful to you. And what words or phrases does your inner child happen to hear sometimes when you're not paying attention to your environment or even your own thoughts? What are some of the things your inner child hears? You're naughty. Yeah, be quiet. Yeah, okay, so we have a lot of contributions there. These are the ones that I heard. Well, that was dumb. That's usually me talking to myself. What were you thinking is my mother talking to me. And I just put, there you go again, because it balanced out nicely, and I'm sure somebody has heard that. But these are all words and phrases that have an impact on our inner child, that part of us that is incredibly creative and spontaneous and joyful, but also is a recording of the subconscious experiences that we've had in the past. So research shows that for every criticism, it takes 5 positive comments to even begin to dissolve the criticism. 5. I think that's a lot. It's like 5 really wonderful things for every criticism that we've ever heard. And when we can begin to introduce those positive words, those positive experiences, those positive experiences and actions, then we can begin to bring our inner child back into balance. I challenge you to take a look at the words and actions that your inner child is being exposed to you. I mean, it's a serious challenge. Like, I'm ready to take off my earrings kind of challenge, because I want to inspire or motivate or nudge you hard enough to recognize that the words and actions that we speak and expose our inner child to have an impact. And I want you to take a really hard look, not only at your words, but at the words and actions that are in the different environments you're in. Because the different environments you're in are the ones that you're marinating in. They're the ones that you're stewing in. They're the ones that you're becoming permeated by everything that's around you in. And they're the ones that are impacting our choices about our future, our choices about our present, and they're the ones that are impacting what the proverb said, the road that we want to go on, the way we want to be as we grow and mature. So I'm challenging you to take that hard look, because if we really want to change our external experience, we have to begin with our internal experience. We have to begin with us. If we want to see change in the world, it begins with me. It begins with you. It begins with us as a spiritual community. And the words and the actions that we are in, that we hear, that we speak, they are our teachers. They are our teachers. Thich Nhat Hanh says this: we talk to the inner child. We invite him or her to come up, to come out, and to make acquaintance with life in the present moment. To stay in the present moment is a practice. It's a training. As long as we're established in the present moment, we don't suffer the trauma of the past. In the present moment, we can realize that there are so many wonders, so many positive conditions. So taking the hand of the inner child and playing, getting more deeply in touch with these wonders of life is truly the practice. Take a breath. Shake your wings. Literally, shake your wings. Because as we move, we remind our bodies that we are here. There are some really concrete and not so hard practices that we can engage in. The first one is write a letter. Write a note. It doesn't have to say thank you on the outside of it. It doesn't have to be on pretty paper. It can even be on your computer. But write a letter to your inner child and say, wow, thank you for your capacity for endurance. You got me this far. Wow, thank you. I want you to know that you're safe now. I want you to know that you're loved, and this love that is being offered to you can be a balm, a healing balm for any of the hurts that you've had in the past. And if you're really ambitious, put it in an envelope, address it, and give it to someone else to mail to you. That's right. Number 2, make a play date. Make a play date. Ask your inner child what it wants to do or what it used to love to do. My inner child would have never gone to an amusement park, but it was a colorful picture. My inner child loved to be a jellyfish. My inner child just loved to be in the water and have that ebb and flow of gentle waves. It was like coming up on the sand, going down on the sand. Oh man, I try to emulate that in my pool. The inner child creates the date and the adult you keeps it. Number 3, visit a toy store. It doesn't matter if you go to the dollar store or you splurge big and go to Kid Spot in Scottsdale. Whoa, I thought, yeah, that's quite the toy store. Go and buy yourself a toy. I like tactile things, so I like slinkies. I could do that for hours. I don't know why. I could just do this for hours. Or, silly putty, something that I touch. But for a lot of people, buying a teddy bear is the ticket. So ask your inner child what it wants. Go to the dollar store, go to Kid Spot, go to somewhere, and have a good time. Number 4, create a piece of artwork. Tactile people like me like finger painting, so get some finger paints. Or if you have one of those very industrious inner child, download a coloring page for adults from the internet, something like this, and get some crayons or colored pens or something creative and see if you want to color inside the lines. Number 5 is a strategy or a practice. Dance and sing to kid music. Baby Shark. Baby shark, do-do-do-do-do-do, baby shark, do-do-do-do-do-do, mommy shark, do-do-do-do-do, mommy shark, daddy shark, do-do-do-do, daddy shark, do-do-do-do-do, grandpa shark, do-do-do-do, grandpa shark. I'm telling you, you don't even have to know the song to go do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay? Have fun. That's really one of the things your inner child is calling to do. If you have to go into the bathroom in your house and close the door, or better yet, in your car when nobody else is going and you're driving down the 60, baby shark, do-do-do-do-do, you shark, I mean, whatever. I saw somebody really rocking the other day and I was like, you go. They were probably listening to Led Zeppelin. I have no idea. But these are 5, well, 1 is more poignant, but 2 through 5 are really inviting expression. When we express, we get it out. When we keep it in, we tend to get dis-ease. Get it out. Go out. Sprout. Okay. Number 6, let's get back to Thich Nhat Hanh. Number 6 is meditate. Meditate in a place that you can be quiet, that you can know that you're safe as an adult. Take that time. You can walk and do this meditation. You can sit and do this meditation. But what Thich Nhat Hanh invited us to do was to pick an age, and he usually picked the age of 5, and he would say, I'm trying to remember the exact words, but it's like, okay, I'll look. No, I won't look. We'll go with the flow. My inner child is 5 years old, and you say that as you breathe in. My inner child is 5 years old. And as you breathe out, I smile with compassion at my 5-year-old child. My inner child is 5 years old. I smile with compassion at my 5-year-old child. And you can pick your age. You know, for you, it might have been 7 or 8 or 10 or 15. My inner child is 5 years old. I smile with compassion on my 5-year-old child. After you get into that flow at the practice, then he says you can shorten it up. And as you breathe in, my 5-year-old child, smiling with compassion. My 5-year-old child, smiling with compassion. So here's a test. How many appreciations does it take to balance out one? Okay, 5. Gold star, gold star, gold star, gold star, gold star, gold star, gold star. Okay. So in our meditation song, we're going to sing about praising and blessing and appreciating, because when we praise and we bless and we appreciate, we actually raise that very thing that we are holding in mind. So it's a new meditation song for Unity of Mesa. It's a chant, trust me, you'll catch on. So Mary Ann's going to come up, Reverend Nikki's going to come up, Reverend Lily's coming up too.
I praise my life, I raise my life in the name of love. I praise my life, I raise my life in the name of love. I praise my world, I raise my world in the name of love. I praise my world, I raise my world in the name of love. I praise my children, I raise my children in the name of love. I praise my children, I raise my children in the name of love. I praise myself, I raise myself in the name of love. I praise myself, I raise myself in the name of love.
From this elevated consciousness of praise, we breathe. We know, we affirm, we acknowledge and give great gratitude for the safety of our environment, for our capacity to courageously reconnect with our inner child. In gratitude for all the joy that child has brought, the creativity, the spontaneity, but also gratitude for this inner child's capacity to absorb all of our hardships, all of our hurts, and for every tear that our inner child has cried. We recognize a feather on our wing. Breathing in, I see myself as this 5-year-old child. And breathing out, I smile with compassion on my 5-year-old child. I see myself as this 5-year-old child, and I smile with compassion at my 5-year-old child. Myself as the 5-year-old child, smiling with compassion at that 5-year-old child. Myself as the 7-year-old child, smiling with compassion at my 7-year-old child. Inhaling myself as that 10-year-old child, smiling with compassion at my 10-year-old child. Taking that breath in, myself as a 15-year-old child, smiling with compassion at my 15-year-old self. Breathing in myself as a 32-year-old child. And breathing out, I smile with compassion at my 32-year-old self. Breathing in and breathing out. We now sit in the holy, sacred, healing, restorative, compassionate silence. Not two, but not quite one. Not one, but two. There are no bad parts. Merely parts that are being invited to come into the light, to teach and to be taught, so that we have the capacity to sing our glorious, magnificent wings and soar through our environments, our world, our reality in a whole new way. In gratitude for vision, in gratitude for compassion, in gratitude for a willingness to take the good, hard look, we say thank you, God, and amen.
Wow, Reverend Mindy, thank you for that walk in awareness with my 5-year-old. It was beautiful. Treat today. Yeah, very nice. I'd like to invite you now to go with me to our core where we find abundance. Thank you for coming up for the offering. Let's share our abundance
and love with our community. There are several ways to give at Unity of Mesa: texting, in person today, regular mail, a Vanco app, in the bookstore, and that should cover it. Thank you. Let's say together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and so it is.
When the last child cries for a crust of bread, when the last man dies for just words that is said, when there's shelter over the poorest head, then we shall be free. When the last thing we notice is the color of our skin, when the first thing we look for is the beauty within, when the skies and the oceans are clean again, then we shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight, walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. When we're free to love anyone we choose, when the world's big enough for a different kind of view, when we all can worship from our own kind of pew, then we shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free. Have a little faith, walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. And when money talks for the very last time, and nobody walks a step behind, when there's only one race, and that's mankind, then we shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight, walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight, walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. We shall be free.
Zach and Jay, they were magnificent, and our wonderful ushers are coming our way, and we are going to bless our offering. Thank you for your presence here today. Thank you for your love. Thank you for the light that you shine, not only here, but everywhere you are. Together, we bless the offering.
We are one with the opulence of God. We are now in the flow of infinite abundance, and we give thanks for the prosperity that is ours by divine right.
And so it is, and so we let that be. We have hospitality in the community room through those double doors in the back.
It includes a birthday cake. Yes, you were
Somebody's
saying.
celebrating all month, which is really cool. We have chaplains here today. Would the chaplains please stand up?
We have Audrey.
Yay.
Yay. All right.
All right. And we
You
have Lily,
and Reverend Lily.
who will be over here in this area. She'll be awaiting your prayers of celebration, your prayers of concerns, your prayers of hope. Whatever you have on your heart, she is waiting to pray just as Audrey is. And we know that prayer is the highest mind action in the universe. So what better thing to do than bring something into prayer? We also, I'm going to remind you, bless the birthday people and have the, do you want to say a closing nugget?
Closing nugget. Teach your children well, for they can
Play that air guitar.
da, 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 da.
Have a fantastic and fun week.
Yeah, because we shall be free.
We shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight, walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight, walk proud, 'cause we shall be free.
That was fun. That was fun. Good job.